Okay.
Ooh. Hey, no, we're starting, Brad. We're starting the video.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay. You might say this is harder on a knife edge than, I'll break the handle, than paper. Okay. Like that, and let's see what we got now. By the way, this is a kitchen knife. Okay. Oh, we have nothing. Okay. It'll saw the paper. All right. So anyway, let's do the. Okay. I'm actually bending the metal, just like that.
I wonder how many people are grimacing right now.
Oh, it's actually a really nice knife, but I'm never scared to do that because I can fix them. Okay. Just like that. All right, now we're going to run that edge, and yes, it is that dull. If you can see white that much, it's dull.
It's like half your subscribers.
Yeah, oh yeah, really. All right, so I don't know whether to do it exactly right on here, my leg or what, but I'm going to do this so it goes off of this. That's probably hard on cutting edges too. So let's hurry. I'm gonna, there's a little piece. Okay. Just like that, I need to get, yeah, there you go. Just like that. Don't press too hard because this thing really will eat a blade if you ask it to. So just like that. If you went to a machine shop and said, mill me an edge on this, this is exactly what they'd be doing. They'd be going sideways with the blade locked in a vise, and then they take the cutting edge, which is the, they call them an insert, a carbide tungsten, they just call them carbide inserts. Okay, and you do that, you hear the little whining noise. Okay, don't press too hard. Now let's see where we are already now. Okay, oh, that surprised me. All right, so it is getting there. So let's work on it a little bit more. And oh my God, it really is catching, sticking, and taking the fingernail off. So let's do it a little bit more here. Don't press too hard. We're just coaxing it. We're asking it to work. We're not telling it to work. The tungsten carbide reshapes, reprofiles, cuts the sides from the heel to the apex, that flat plane. I'm just going to call it the side of the cutting edge. There's probably a real name for it. I do not know those names. I don't care. I don't work on those names and stuff. As you know, if you've been watching my videos at all, I just don't care. So let's see. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's do just a little bit more. And I'm going to press just a little bit harder. I don't want this to be a 15-minute video. So just like that, the metal that's coming, there's a good one right there. Those are going on the ground. So let's move up, see if I can catch. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay.
That'd been good in slow-mo.
If you uncurl that and flatten it out, it's probably maybe 1/10 of a thousandth of an inch. So even though people say, oh my God, you just 5 years worth off of there. First of all, even with a whetstone, you're going to take 5 years off of it because from the heel to the apex, if the apex is 3 or 4 thousandths, 5 thousandths of an inch thick or wide, if it's 5 thousandths, you have to take at least 2.5 thousandths off of each side to get back to a sharp apex. If you do it with a whetstone, you're still going to take 2.5 thousandths off unless you tip it up and cheat and do it that way. But if you're going to leave the same bevel 15 degrees and you're going to take a whetstone, you go for a very long period of time, and you're going to make it 15 degrees from the heel to the apex, and you're going to bring it in thin enough to make the apex thin enough to be sharp. I don't care how you do it. You're going to have to take 2.5 thousandths roughly off of each side, or you're not going to have a sharp knife. I just do it faster. Oh my gosh, I can't hardly stand to let those little guys fall on the ground. So we just do this. Okay, see that? Yes, that is serious metal. So now we're going to check before we go too far down the road, let's say. Ooh, that is getting sharp. So we do this a little. All right. Let it catch. All right, now I'm going to lighten up on the pressure, and I'm just going to use the V-notch. See, it's just the, oh, these are soft knives. Even the weight of the blade, see, that's just the weight of the blade. See, I actually have to pull on it, okay? So we gently, when I do this, that's the whole weight of the entire knife. When I do this, that's about 25% of the knife. When I do this, you could say it's half, because if I come clear back here, half is in my hand, okay? So gently. Okay, now I'm gonna swap from that, let's see. Okay, that's actually pretty sharp. So let's do this. When I say pretty sharp, am I comparing my sharp to a 6,000 grit stone and saying it's pretty sharp? No. You know, look at me for a second. I don't give a rat's ass about whetstones. I don't give a rat's ass about 2 hours worth of work. I don't give a rat's ass about 2,000, 6,000, 8,000 grit stones. I don't give a rat's ass about stropping an edge or using ceramic or anything else. Those kind of knives, those are just bragging rights knives. I want a knife that'll actually go to work in the kitchen or out fishing, hunting, hiking, camping. A pocket knife in my pocket. I want to cut tough, hard things. I want to whittle on oak if I need to. I want something that'll hold an edge. I don't go for all this stuff that you guys call pretty. I'm not into pretty. I'm into an edge that'll cut and actually hold for a while. And yes, my buck knife, okay. If I take that old 1950s buck knife, and I have a pallet and it's got a steel banding on it, and I know that the steel banding is going to be fairly tight, and I stick this in under the steel banding, get a hold of it with both hands, slide it towards me a little bit and jerk up on it hard, I will break that steel banding. Will it take the edge off? Yeah, I'll probably have to sharpen it again. But if I don't have something there to cut the banding with, and I got my pocket knife, that's what's going to happen. Okay, that is getting so smooth. So let's do this now a little bit. Touch it super light, approximately 15 degrees, just like that. Turn it over, do the same thing here. You can come back this way. I can set it down and come back from the point, out from in here on the drop point like that, out to the tip like that. Touch it super light. God, this is really soft metal. I wish I had a sharpener that was 10 years old. So why do I say that? Because if it was 10 years old, it would have a little bit less of a sharp edge here. See, there's a corner right there and a corner. Okay, there's a 90-degree corner right there, and there's a 90-degree corner right there. I slide the 90-degree corner down the blade so it looks like that on the blade at approximately 15 degrees. That's parallel. Like this, turn it a little bit, slide it down the blade. So we're going to touch it super light, and right about there, okay, get rid of some of the fragments there. Ooh, hang on. If it'll tear, it'll cut. There it goes. All right, let's see. Not quite yet. But you know, as far as meat, potatoes, fruit, vegetables, oh, that will not slide. It'll take the fingernail right off. You've heard me say it before. I really don't want a knife that'll cut hair. I want something that you can take on an oak cutting board, carrots, and cut like that. Let's see what that did to it. All right, didn't do much to it. So obviously it doesn't just go away instantly. But if I work on this, I've got a knife that I might run out to my bag and get that I've been working on special to polish the edge, make it sharper. I use a jeweler's loop, okay? And you get right down here like this, and you look at the edge, and I've got marks. I will go get it, okay? And I've got marks on the blade, and wherever the imperfection on the blade is closest to the marks, then I know where to go back. And when I go back, I do this. Wherever the problem is, move right on out, just like that. And then I look at it again, and if I can't see the little imperfections, then I move on to a different spot. just like that. Okay, let's quit on this one just by doing this. All right. That's sharp enough. For fruit, vegetables, meat, chicken, whatever, that's sharp enough. This is Brad Buckner, sharpsbest.com. We'll see you later.